The camera industry is standing on the edge of a massive shift, and at the center of the storm is one name that has defined the hybrid revolution for the last half-decade: the Canon R6 series. When the original R6 dropped, it was a shock to the system, a baby 1DX Mark III that put pro-level speed into the hands of enthusiasts. Then came the Mark II, which refined that formula into near perfection. But now, as we move through 2026, the game has changed again. Sony is pushing the limits of AI, Nikon has reclaimed its throne with the Z6 and Z8 series, and creators are demanding more than just good enough. They want a camera that feels like it's thinking 3 steps ahead of them. Today, we aren't just talking about a rumor. We are talking about the successor to the most popular hybrid camera in Canon's history. This is the deep dive into the Canon EOS R6 Mark III, the camera that is about to force every professional to rethink their gear bag. If you've been feeling like your current setup is hitting a ceiling, you aren't alone. We've reached a point where megapixels aren't the only story anymore. The real battle is being fought in the realms of processing speed, internal video capabilities, and computational photography. The R6 Mark III isn't just a spec bump. It's Canon's answer to a world that has gone completely hybrid. Whether you are shooting a high-end wedding in New York, a fast-paced sports event in Los Angeles, or a cinematic documentary in the Pacific Northwest, the expectations for image quality and reliability have never been higher. Canon knows this. They know that if the R6 Mark III doesn't deliver a knockout punch, the competition is ready to swoop in. Let's start with the heart of the machine: the sensor. For years, the R6 line has lived comfortably in the 20 to 24 megapixel range. It was the sweet spot for low light and speed. But the whispers from the supply chain are pointing toward a significant evolution. We are looking at a brand new 30 megapixel stacked sensor. Now, why is the word stacked so important? In the past, stacked sensors were reserved for the ultra-expensive R3 or the flagship R1. By bringing this technology down to the R6 level, Canon is effectively ending the rolling shutter era for the mid-range professional. Imagine shooting a bride walking down the aisle or a bird taking flight with a completely silent electronic shutter and having zero distortion. No more jello effect on your vertical lines. This sensor doesn't just capture light. It captures data at a speed that was impossible 2 years ago. But a sensor is only as good as the brain behind it. The R6 Mark III is expected to debut the next generation of the Digic processor, likely the Digic accelerator system we've seen teased in high-end prototypes. This isn't just about making the camera faster, it's about making it smarter. We are talking about deep learning autofocus that doesn't just recognize a human face, it recognizes the intent of the subject. It can predict where a soccer player is going to move before they even take the step. It can maintain a lock on a person's eye through foreground obstructions like trees, fences, or even other people. For a solo shooter, this is like having a world-class focus puller living inside your lens. Let's dive into the world of video, because this is where the R6 Mark III is rumored to truly embarrass the competition. The Mark II was great, but it had its limits. For the Mark III, Canon is swinging for the fences. We are talking about 4K 120 frames per second with no crop. Read that again: no crop.